In the influence inquiry, students explore the factors that allowed second-wave civilizations to gain and spread influence and how they continue to influence our world today. Before we dig in, remember that this inquiry begins with a launch module, just 3 lessons, moves through a series of investigation modules with about 7 to 10 lessons each, and ends in an action module where students use their learning to create and share an inquiry product. The influence inquiry launches with the hook lesson, Defining Influence. In this lesson, students explore their current understanding of influence by selecting 6 influential people they admire and would invite to dinner, and explaining their choices. At the end of this lesson, students are introduced to the inquiry question that will guide their exploration. How can we recognize and respond to influences in the world around us? In the 3rd lesson of the launch, students use the question formulation technique to create their own questions to explore. These questions get recorded on an anchor chart, so they can be revisited and revised throughout an inquiry. Remember, at the beginning, students might not have many questions yet since they are just getting started with their exploration. During these first 3 lessons, the class will also start its vocab wall and begin an inquiry-long display made up of anchor charts and other elements from each module. After the launch module, students move through a series of investigation modules, each organized around an essential need-to-know question. How do civilizations gain and spread influence? How does art influence our understanding of people, places, and the past? How does technology influence society? How do beliefs spread? How does a government structure impact participation in government? How might a single decision shape the course of history? Each of the investigation modules includes opportunities and tools for checkpoint assessments and module quizzes. Let's look at a few highlights from selected modules. In Module 3, students think like an archaeologist to analyze and interpret artifacts. In Module 5, students watch the How the 5 Major World Religions Spread video and complete World Religions artifact maps. Finally, in Module 8, students review case studies about people who are working on issues ranging from water scarcity to mental health and make connections between influences today and from the past. In Module 8, students also have the opportunity to synthesize and conclude, getting ready to turn their learning into action by reflecting on what they've learned, drawing and communicating conclusions about stories of humans, communication, and living together, generating ideas for action that will have an impact on their community, creating an inquiry challenge statement, a guiding sentence that will drive their efforts to take informed action. After Module 8, it's time for students to take action and choose an inquiry product that will impact the community beyond the classroom. There are several options to choose from and suggestions of possible products. For example, students could design and paint a mural of the unsung heroes of the school or community, leaving behind their own influence while also honoring the influences of others. Or they could write a children's book for younger grades to be made available in an elementary school, focused on the different ways young people can positively influence their communities. And you can always check out the Inquiry Work Gallery for more inspiration. These examples come from InquireEd's partners across the country and around the world. Whatever product they create, Module 9, the Action module, will guide students through the design process step by step. And that's a quick overview of the Influence Inquiry. Don't forget to submit samples of student work and photos of your students in action to the Inquiry Work Gallery. Good luck on your inquiry journey.